The best way to learn about private VLANs is to examine a configuration example. So in this case, we are going to take our primary VLAN, which is VLAN 100, and it has that one-to-one relationship with a subnet. So in this case, the subnet is 192.168.1.0/24, and we are going to carve it up into multiple secondary VLANs and then associate those secondary VLANs with certain ports. So gigabit 0/2 and 0/3 are going to be associated with the isolated VLAN 101, and gigabit 4/0 and or gigabit 0/4 and gigabit 0/5 are going to be associated with the community VLAN 102. So how does that affect our traffic flow after the fact? Well, both PC1 and PC2 are going to be isolated from everybody. So therefore, this is their traffic flow because this will be a promiscuous port, gigabit 0/1. When we examine community VLAN 102, we will have traffic flowing from PC1 and PC2 this way, but we'll also have the ability to communicate between these two PCs because they're part of the exact same community VLAN. So how does the configuration work? Well, we're going to have to define our private VLANs. And here's a little piece of information you want to remember. If you are using VTP version 3, private VLAN information can be propagated to all the different switches with VTP version 3. But if you're not using VTP version 3, that information can't be propagated. So you would need to be in VTP transparent mode in order to accomplish your goal. So you change your mode to VTP transparent mode and then start configuring your private VLAN. So here VLAN 1, we said is the primary VLAN for the private VLAN. So we type in VLAN 100, and then when we're in VLAN 100 configuration mode, we type in private VLAN primary. This makes this the primary VLAN. And VLAN 101, we said, was going to be an isolated VLAN based on the topology. So we create VLAN 101, we type in private VLAN isolated. And then we do the same thing for VLAN 102, but since it's going to be the community VLAN, we type in private VLAN community. So now VLAN 100, 101, and 102 are all created. VLAN 100 is the primary, VLAN 101 is isolated, VLAN 102 is community. And then we need to go back to VLAN 100, and we need to do an association mapping. What are we mapping? Well, we are mapping the fact that VLAN 100 has two different secondary VLANs. So this command here, private VLAN association, says your secondary VLANs are 101 and 102. Don't forget this command. And if you try and put it in up here right away at the beginning, you can't because these two VLANs don't exist. They have to exist before you do this. So that's why it's laid out this way. But don't forget this association.